This season of Mini Interruption is kindly sponsored by Eugenia Milian, the author of Wild Childs. Now, you know that I have spoken about Wild Childs, the book, multiple times on this podcast. Eugenia Milian is a mentor to me, a friend to me, and she's someone that I really look up to in this industry, and she's really a guiding light for me in this industry. I, a lot of the time, go to her for a lot of advice in my career, my life, etc. So it's so lovely that I get to work with her and that you guys get to support her book. Wild Child is a fiction book based on the truth of the modeling industry. As you guys may know, I'm a model and I have been a part of the modeling industry since I was 19 years old. So I can really relate to this book, and I know that a lot of you guys like the fashion industry, you want to be in the fashion industry, you want to be models, some of you are models. I really recommend this book. I have consumed so much media in my time of people trying to replicate what the modeling industry is like, whether that's TV, film, or books. And I feel like nothing has hit the spot like Wild Childs has. Eugenia has such a nuanced understanding of what the modeling industry is like, as she's seen it from all different perspectives. She's been an agent, a model, and a producer, so she just understands this industry like the back of her hand. So if you want to purchase Wild Childs, you can go into the show notes below, or you can scan the QR code on screen now if you're watching the video episode. Thank you so much to Eugenia for sponsoring this season of Mini Interruption. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm sending you love, Kit. There's a reason to rejoice today. There's a reason, no, you're listening to this episode, and I hope that you're sitting in your seat or you're laying on your bed, you're laying down somewhere, you're enjoying this moment with me, because Mini Interruption is back. And no, it is something to be celebrated. You know, the bonus series of Self-Interrupted is back, and I know what you're thinking, Kit, I think it's really funny. You know, recently you've been talking about how you feel like you have a lack of things to talk about on Self-Interrupted. See, now, why have you started a bonus series in spite of that? I have no idea. I like to stick to theme, and I also like to give the Kittinators what they deserve, and you guys deserve a bonus series. So don't be asking all the questions, just appreciate the give. Appreciate that sometimes you just gotta sit back and appreciate the give. Quote Kit Costello, 2025. Guys, we're back. Mini Interruption is back. Everyone, let's celebrate. Today we're talking about, oh, by the way, if you don't know what Mini Interruption is, it's my bonus series. Clearly you're new here. Welcome. New Kittinator alert. Hey, welcome to the KCCU, Kit Costello Cinematic Universe. I feel like I haven't been silly enough this season. I feel like we need to bring back the silly. Do you guys remember when I did a Hunger Games episode? The OGs remember. The OGs remember. And it's funny because season 3 of Self-Interrupted, I wouldn't have thought was an OG season. Like when I was recording season 3, it was like, oh, this is so new. But now looking back at season 3, being that it's season 5 now, I'm like, wow, that was so long ago. I am recording outside. We are back. Guys, we're reunited not only with the bonus series, but we're also reunited with hashtag Mother Nature. Like, yes, Mother Nature, we are in you right now because it's getting hot. Guys, you can probably expect next week's full-length episode to be in Mother Nature as well because, Mother Nature's getting tired, guys. She talked to me. She said, I'm getting tired of climate change. Right. All these politicians that are like, climate change isn't real. Babe, it's literally like 40 degrees in England. What's happening? Like, why don't you think it's real? Come on. Let's put our thinking caps on. Anyway, so we're back, and today we are talking about being chic. And I'm talking about my favorite things. My nuanced things that I believe are chic. Maybe things that I do because maybe I am chic. Would you Would you guys, hands up, would you believe that I'm a chic person? I'm not making you put your hand up before you start screaming, but do you think that Kit Costello is a chic person? Ooh. Right. And I am hoping that all your hands are up, because if they weren't, click off. No, I never wanted to be chic. When I was younger, I always wanted to be a maximalist queen. And you know what? If maximalism is your give, in a way, that's chic in and of itself. I think it's chic to be yourself. I think that there's a bit of gatekeepingness around being chic, and I don't really fuck around with that. I don't like that. I prefer the divas that just like to be themselves. I think that's chic. That's my first thing. Being chic is hot, and being yourself. Sometimes you can't hold each other's hands and say kumbaya though, bitch. So these are reasons why I think you can be chic without just being yourself. Okay, so being chic. This is a good one. Being chic, not apologizing, in brackets, too much. I'm someone that apologizes far too much. If someone bumps into me, why am I saying sorry? I think it's kind of chic to let them feel a bit guilty. Sorry, I know you guys were thinking I was going to come on here and be like, oh, I think a slick bun is chic. No, bitch. I think not apologizing is chic. I think it's kind of Parisian. I think it's kind of fashion to kind of just like not apologize for the things you're not sorry for. Especially in London, people just like take the piss a little bit too much. And I'm a bit of a non-confrontational diva. I don't like to cause a ruckus, but sometimes whenever I have caused a ruckus though, if like that ruckus being me not saying sorry, I've always come away from it and like, oh yeah, you know what, I advocated for myself, good for me. So I think it is chic because you always come away from it feeling better. Up next, no makeup. I love not wearing makeup. I actually haven't really properly, I don't wear makeup. I don't really care for wearing makeup. I only wear makeup now for like photo shoots. Or that's a lie. That's the biggest lie. Hold on. Why did you just make me lie? I wear makeup all the time. What the fuck am I talking about? I never wear makeup. I never have worn makeup. Would you ever wear makeup? I literally wear makeup anytime I go and see my friends. So what are we doing? I don't know. For me, I think it's chic to just not wear any makeup at all. I genuinely think everyone looks so beautiful. I've always said this. I believe that everyone looks their most beautiful with like good, fresh skincare on. This is so stupid. Clear mascara and lip gloss. Because I say this because when I've done like modeling, I hate when my makeup is too cakey. I much prefer the way I look with like minimal makeup. And I always think that when I look at people. And I think that's just me appreciating other people's beauty. I think that's really chic. Being sweet to people. Okay, up next. Ooh. Up next is looking kind of like a mess, but you're wearing a leather tote bag. There's something like, ooh. I have so many places to be, the looks are the last thing on my mind, and that's chic. I think the overarching theme of all of my points that are chic is confidence. I think confidence is so hot and sexy, and if you are looking a mess, you're only looking a mess to the people that think that you're a mess. If I don't think I look like a mess, I don't look like a mess. If you think I look like a mess, that's your problem. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's chic to have that mentality. It's chic to have the mentality of like, I'm just going to go out the way I look because I am confident in the way that I look. And what I mean about a leather tote bag is a leather tote bag's always going to pull a look together. You don't need to know what the look is. And you can look a mess head to toe. You could look a mess just outfit-wise. Let's say you slept over at someone's house and all you had was your makeup, but you have your messy, scruffy clothes that have been on the floor all night. Ooh. But you have a full face on, your hair's looking good, but your outfit's looking a bit of a mess. Then you have that leather tote bag coming in clutch, pardon the pun. There's just something about, there's a certain je ne sais pas. There's a certain gorgeousness about a leather tote bag. So I really would say, if you want to invest in anything, get a leather tote bag. I got one recently for like 40 quid. It's not real leather, I don't think, which I would have preferred a real leather tote bag, but also me not getting a leather tote bag is so like, okay, veganism, you know, like there's like pros and cons to everything. Up next, umbrellas. Umbrellas are so chic because, like, yeah, it's raining. I don't care. And you know what? I'm not going to bring a jacket out because you're going to piss me off. The UK is like, oh, okay, it's going to be sunny. And then when you're out in London, it starts raining. But when you're traveling into London, you don't want to wear a jacket. Are you cuckoo tous les monts? Like, I don't want to wear a jacket going into London when it's hot and sweaty on the Victoria line. So I'm just going to wear my normal clothing, but I'm just going to bring an umbrella with me because I know there's a possibility of it raining. And then there's all these queens that are running from point A to point B because they don't have an umbrella. But I'm just strolling. And I think it's even more chic to share your umbrella with someone. Rom-com. Guys, I'm decentering men. Sorry, not to like do a hard left on this episode, but I really am. Substack alert. If you're listening to this when it comes out on Sunday, new Substack is coming out today. And it's called I Unfollowed Him, finally. And it's about me unfollowing the guy I was dating. And you get a little bit of tea on that. But it's also about like the immaturity of social media and the age of social media and the language that we speak now that we have social media, like liking someone's story or not liking someone's story, sending an X. What does it all mean? Guys, I love that Substack so much. So definitely go and read it if you want to. Yeah, I'm starting to decenter men and it feels gorgeous. It's going to take a while because I've been centering them my whole life. So I'm giving myself time, but I'm practicing decentering men. Oh my God, there's a plane. £10,000. Guys, I'm serious. I've got to check now if it's like an airlift or something. It's not. It's a plane for fun. It's a plane for fun. And we always knew that it was going to be. We always at £10,000 in my bank account now. If you don't know the joke, it's an inside joke in the KCCU. If someone's flying a plane for fun, you should give me £10,000 because you have too much money. Because why are you flying a plane for fun? I think it's crazy. Anyway. I think it's chic to say that you haven't seen a TikTok that everyone around the table is talking about. Because I'm just so offline. Guys, I'm off the grid. What do you mean you're talking about a Labubu TikTok? I haven't seen it. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm not caught up. There is something so chic about that. I've started setting limits on my phone for apps. I have 40 minutes where I can look at my social media every day. Love it. Because everything I do on social media is just checking to see if anyone's messaged me. And then I get depressed when I realize they haven't. Wait. So what am I doing to myself? I spend like 6 hours a day just checking on Instagram if someone's messaged me. And they never have, bitch. When will you learn? So now I only give myself 40 minutes a day to check if someone's messaged me. And guess what? They haven't, because all of my friends message me on WhatsApp, not on Instagram. So when I go on Instagram, I'm just hoping that like someone random has messaged me, and they never have. My final thing that I think is chic is going to a cafe to meet friends and not buying a drink. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for the propaganda. Like, if I'm at a cafe in London and I'm meeting friends there, and there's like 5 friends, they're sitting around a table and I meet them, they've been there for like half an hour, I don't think I'm going to buy a drink, because it's £6.50 for a coffee nowadays in London. Not going to do it. And I also know that like my friends, most likely once I've arrived at the cafe, are like 3/4 of the way through their coffee. So if I then buy a coffee, baby, I'm playing catch up. So I'm not even enjoying the drink that I've just bought for £6.50. So what are we doing? How about we finish up at this cafe and we go to another cafe or another little bar and we buy some things there? Because I just think there's something chic about like, oh no, I don't feel the need. Again, it's the confidence thing. Like, oh, I don't feel the need to buy a drink. Because sometimes I just buy it just for the sake of it. Like if I go to a coffee shop, no, I feel like you do have to buy something. Me just going into a coffee shop and sitting down. Oh, wait, tea though. I went to a coffee shop the other day in my village. I bought a smoothie because I thought it was the cheaper option. Turns out, went to pay for it after I'd finished work. £4.95 for a smoothie in my village, which I think is kind of crazy. But I tapped it with my card, and I had clocked the customer before me tapped their card, and then their payment got declined, but it was because of the card reader, so they had to do it again. So I tapped my card and I walked straight out, and as I arrived at my car, I got a notification from my bank that the payment had been declined because their card reader didn't read my card. So I basically got my smoothie for free. Right. I did have to do a quick little view of my bank account just to check that I had money in there, because it would be real fierce of me to be like, oh my god, like I just got that for free, the cafe's card reader declined my card. No bitch, you just have no money in your bank account. Like I'm going around and just like, oh my god, like all these card readers don't work, yet you have no money. Wait, that plane is above me. They're trying it, queen. But that's the mini interruption of the week. Those are the things that I think are chic. And I hope you enjoyed. First mini interruption back. I'll be back next week with another mini interruption. Please rate the podcast 5 stars. Please follow the podcast. That would mean a lot to me. You can also read my Substack. Self-Introduction with Kit Costello, at Kit Costello on Substack. Go ahead and read. I just love it over there. I think it's so much fun and you get to learn more about me. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this mini interruption. I'm sending you so much love and I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh no, wait. I'm sending you so much love as always. Kit. Once again, thank you so much to Eugenia Milian, the author of Wild Charts, for sponsoring this season of Mini Interruption. Guys, it's story time with Kit. I'm going to read out the blurb of Wild Child so that you get more of an understanding of what this book is all about. The loss of innocence, the death of beauty, and the price of success. 17 years ago, Iris was forced to abandon Gus, the love of her life, and her career as a top model in Paris. She has created a new life for herself and her daughter Lou in California. However, when the news of Gus's unexpected death reaches Iris, her tenuously reconstructed life is thrown into chaos. A celebrated art and fashion photographer, Gus, has left his estate to Lou, with one condition. Iris must travel to Paris and recover a missing collection of his work. Iris soon discovers that she's not the only one after the photograph. An old enemy is staking claim to them, and a notorious tabloid is threatening Iris with brutal and very private images of her past. To protect her daughter from scandal, Iris needs to confront the demons that caused her to flee Paris, her career, and her life with Gus. Will she expose the industry's dark side and shameful secrets? Can she shield her family from the consequences? Wild Child is a work of fiction based on the truth. If that doesn't convince you to read Wild Child, I don't know what will. Thank you so much to Eugenia for sponsoring this season of Mini Interruption. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm sending you so much love. As always, Kit.